What's up, dude?
Uh,
Welcome back. How you been?
we got a shout out, doing well. Shout out L Smith, San Diego, baby.
Hey, what's up?
We got the Clásico.
I had a nailsmith last night. Actually, went to the Padre game, Padres Dodgers.
Oh, how did that go?
It was a really fun game. We ended up losing 1-0, which sucked, but uh,
1-0 the game.
it was actually a pretty exciting 1-0 game. Um there were plenty of hits and stuff, and any Padre Dodger game is a good
It's just
atmosphere.
action
So
packed.
that's fun. All right. Well, before we get
All
going,
right.
we to let the people know we're on a hot spot, so we might run into just some technical difficulties. We'll see how it holds up, but so far so good.
But you know the rule. Helping us drink more.
Drink every time there's a technical difficulty.
All right.
All right, man. I'll let you lead. Where do you want to start?
Well, yeah, real quick. So just our rules to start the show. I don't know if you have the screen up or not, but we do have to go through our prop bet wagers from last week's episode, as well as our red cards drinking. So last week you chose Ireland as an underdog on the road, I believe, in Scotland. I chose Germany on the road as an underdog in England.
Mm,
And Ireland, let's take a look. Ireland lost.
yeah, I'll drink for my
Ireland
Irishman.
lost.
Got the Irish glass too.
Yeah, I'm just double checking the score here. Ireland lost 2-1 in Scotland,
Does
and
your tie
Germany
count?
actually tied
Yeah, does that count?
3-3.
That was a
Yeah,
good. That was a
tie count
crazy
for
game.
underdogs. Yeah, it was a crazy game. So I'll drink with you though. It was close to a loss. I'll drink a half drink.
Yeah, that was. I
And
was.
then
I didn't watch that game live, but I watched the highlights. And
oh yeah,
fucking the first highlight, the first real highlight is Harry Maguire looking like a clown, like giving
dude,
giving
I
away a
couldn't wait to
penalty.
talk to you about that, dude. Just getting shit on.
Just so slow. He's just too slow. Like, oh my
That's-
god, just kicking people's
yeah.
shins. Just, yeah.
Dude, he looks like if you enlarge like a Lego dude and just put him on a soccer field, like that's I feel like that's like his legs and arms just move in like one piece. Like
Yeah.
he's just so slow and ungainly. It was hilarious. So yeah, I saw the same thing too. I immediately thought of you when I saw that, and then I also thought of you with Havertz as well. Finally doing something.
Oh, I know, I know.
Yeah.
You could tell on his face too. He was like, finally, like, fuck it. I
Yeah.
told you I can still play.
It's like so frustrating.
Yeah. So I mean, good for him. I don't dislike Havertz.
Yeah,
Uh, but he's just been struggling. Um,
yeah, yeah.
and
But I mean, shout out England. They scored 3 goals in 12 minutes. Yeah, three. No, three. Yeah, 3 goals in 12 minutes to come back from 2-0 down, and then Kai Havertz comes back at the end in the 87th to tie it up. So that was a great game.
yeah.
And then across
Hang on.
Nations
Let me
League.
jump here real quick. So I drank. I'll drink again, but you've been frozen since like the Harry Maguire conversation. Uh,
Okay.
you look great though. It's like a nice like still shot. You're like smiling, looking off in the distance. Like it's kind of a good angle of you. So
Great.
cheers to that technical difficulty. We'll see if
So
you
my
come
voice
back
is
in.
coming through loud and clear though.
Yeah, the audio's fine. The audio's fine, so we're good.
Well, our next phase of our starting rules is to take a look at red cards. And
Oh my
when I
god.
went
Well,
to
there was
take a
like
quick
50 games. How many do we have?
when I went to take a quick glance at red cards, there were 8 red cards
Oh
in the
my
Nation League.
god. Okay, I'm just gonna like finish this beer, I guess.
So there were 2 alone out of the Armenia Ireland game. There was a red card Iceland against Albania in a 1-1 draw. We had a red card Montenegro against Finland, North Macedonia against Bulgaria, red card in Kazakhstan against Azerbaijan. We had a red card in Malta against Estonia, and a red card again with Kazakhstan against Belarus this time. So we're
That's
loading up
crazy.
on red cards. Yeah, we're leaving it all out there. So cheers again in my frozen face.
Yeah, I'll drink a couple more. I drank like half my beer.
Mm.
Yeah, your video's in and out, but it's all good.
All right.
Um, so yeah, Nations Cup. I don't really have any big takeaways. The USA looked like shit. Mexico
Oh
looked
my
like
god, they look so bad.
Mexico looked like shit. Um,
They look bad.
our buddy Tony, he is a Mexico fan.
Yeah.
Was sending these headlines from Mexican journalists and stuff, and it's bad. Like they are panicking. They are not happy at how bad their team looks, and they're probably more upset than U.S. fans are with how bad they
Yeah.
look. Uh, yeah, there was a he sent a photo. It was the Titanic, and it said the Tritanic with the L Tritanic. It was good. Oh man.
I'm scanning through the Nations League. So it's a couple scores got me. I don't remember how much I watched for this, but Switzerland beat Spain 2-1. That's a bit of an upset. Italy took down England 1-0.
Yeah.
Belgium beat Wales 2-1. What else we got here? Denmark. Oh, I watched the highlights for this. Denmark took down France 2-0. I don't know if you saw that one.
No, but
Um,
did you see Denmark's jerseys?
yeah, did.
And you saw like why they're looking like that?
Why?
They're like for people who haven't seen it, they're like they're tonal. So they have a black and a red. It's all one color. There's no like color pops or anything on the jersey, and they
Yeah.
said that they don't want to be seen. So they have these downplayed jerseys. They don't want to be seen in a country that like uh, human traffics and has basically like slave labor and
Interesting.
basically protesting with while still playing in the World Cup, but protesting Qatar and like how they built the stadiums and all that shit. So
Damn, I know. I didn't hear any of that. That's interesting.
yeah, yeah, it was
Huh.
a pretty big statement, I think. I
Yeah.
mean,
Cool place, though.
not enough to withdraw from the World Cup, obviously, but I mean, it's a tough spot. But they they made a
Yeah.
statement.
I mean, I get it. I mean,
Pretty
I
cool.
get it. It's a good thing we stand up for, but like, it's just a weird position to be in. Still be playing, but to be making a stance. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
It's kind of a weird balance to be drawing right there.
yeah.
Uh,
Kind
but
of.
yeah, just look at the last of the games. The last one that sticks out. So Spain beat Portugal 1-0 as well on Tuesday. So I saw highlights for that one. But it looks like Netherlands is through to the semifinal.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have the other ones populated yet, so I can't actually speak to who made it to the semi. But what's hilarious about the Nations League, at least this year, is so the group stage is over. When do you think the knockout stage starts?
I have no idea. Next year?
June.
Oh my god. Yeah, every team's going to be completely different.
There's going to be like a 9-month hiatus before they start playing the knockout stage.
I wonder if do you think teams even care, or I feel like they just are using it as World Cup prep. You know, I feel like that's what they care about.
Well, no, they're trying to make it mean more. I think what they're doing now is your Nations League rankings, like where you finish the Nations League, they're going to use to drive Euro and World Cup qualification in Europe. So you still have to qualify for those things, but you get seeded going into the qualifying. And so I think what they're going to say is we're going to seed you based on how you do in Nations League.
Hmm.
So if you want to get a good seed going into qualifying and have a better path, you've got to do well in the Nations League. So they're trying to make it worthwhile and meaningful. I still think we'll see, be plus squads. You're not going to see A minus or A, but I think they're trying their best to make it
Yeah.
worthwhile. And instead of doing the Nations League, instead of playing all these friendlies that they normally play. So to me, I like it. I actually like it because friendlies are even that lower level of like not giving a fuck. So this one they at least kind of give a fuck.
Yeah.
And I think we get slightly better games than what you would normally do with friendlies. So I think it's a win-win.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So, what do you want to talk about next? What do we got? I haven't taken a break in a while.
Yeah, we were just gonna run through our Premier League game. Premier League's back this weekend. Finally, it's felt like forever since we saw a game.
Mm-hmm.
So we can run through our pick'ems, which games we like, which teams we picked. So and we can stop and discuss any of the games that stand out. So
Yeah.
first off, one of the most exciting games of the weekend, we got Spurs and Arsenal Saturday morning.
I'm interested to know what you picked on this one because I've gone back and forth a couple times.
Yeah, so it's gonna be at 4:30 a.m. Pacific time. Okay. So first game of the weekend, Arsenal at home, taking on Tottenham. I went high scoring game. How about you? High scoring?
You cut out a little bit. You went high scoring what?
I went high scoring in the game. Well, what about you?
I'm kind of disappointed in myself, but I went with a 2-2 draw.
Mm. We're really not far off. I went 3-2. Spurs went on the road.
Oh, see, I wanted to do Spurs, but I was like, man, I keep picking against Arsenal, uh,
Yeah.
and they keep burning me. They just keep they're playing so well, and they're at home. I feel like they're going to be flying. It's a
Yeah. I
it's
mean, I'm excited for this. This is
it's
going
going to
to
be
be
a sick game, dude. I'm actually more excited for that game than the Manchester Derby.
oh, for sure. That'll be the most exciting game of the weekend.
Yeah,
North London Derby will be awesome. So, yeah, no, whatever it is, even a 2-2 draw, I would love to see. I just want to see goals. I want to see action back and forth. I don't care if it's a tie who wins, but
yeah,
that's what I want to see. I think it's going to be awesome.
yeah.
I think everyone's going to be half the teams will be obviously that they went on the international break, but in general, I feel like there'll be a good amount of energy from what we've seen before when we had the three Premier League games stacked up back to back to back. So it puts like a real high energy game, huge swings back and forth. I think it'll be really awesome.
It will be. Yeah, I'm curious to
Next,
see Conte's lineup. This is a big game, and
yeah,
I kind of want to see who he puts out there to start because he's kind of been playing around with the top three. So if it
yeah,
were
I think
me, if it
he's
were
gonna
me, I
go
would
with
play Richarlison over Kulishevsky, and Son's got to be on there. But I'm interested to see what he goes with.
yeah. No, it's tough. I think yeah, I think Khan will be out there again and not on the bench. So then it comes down to is it Kulishevsky or Richarlison? So I know I would choose Richarlison and bring Kulusevski in, in the 60, 70th minute or something.
Yeah,
Um, that's what I would do. But yeah, I'm curious, just like you, to see what he really goes with there. Uh, Next on the slate, we got the 7 a.m. games Pacific time. So we got 5 games starting at the same time. So first we've got Brentford on the road at Bournemouth.
mm-hmm.
I went with a 2-1 road victory for Brentford.
I did the same thing. That's hilarious. All right, what
Um,
about Palace and Chelsea?
yeah, so Chelsea, another London derby going down. We got Chelsea on the road at Crystal Palace in South London. I got Chelsea with the edge here at 2-1.
I did 2-0 Chelsea.
Uh,
I think that's a dangerous game for them though. Uh, but I think they have the talent. They should win this game. They should win.
they should win.
Yeah.
Yeah, they still might be sort of feeling out things for the new
Yeah.
manager and all that. So I feel like I haven't really seen yet what they're going to be like. It just doesn't feel like we've had enough time to really understand that. So
Yeah, I
I
kind of went
definitely would
2-0
put
on
it.
like muscle memory with them, but they could very easily lose that game. Like you said, new coach still
Yeah,
figuring it out, new players still figuring it out, you know. But I think
yeah,
they have enough talent though. They should win.
yeah. And then we got Newcastle on the road at Fulham. I also here went with another 2-1 victory for the road team.
Me too.
Um,
What the fuck? I feel like we're wrong here. I'm looking at my
all,
thing. I'm like,
all,
holy
all of
shit! I
our
picked
all
three
of our
road dogs.
betting and stats experience this one is not to bet on the road team here for the win, but that's what we're feeling.
Yeah, I know. I went with Newcastle as well. 2-1. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Liverpool at home for Brighton. I went 2-0 Liverpool. I went a little
I got
conservative. I
three.
didn't go high scoring.
I went 3-1 here, so same goal differential,
Yeah.
just with Brighton getting on the board. So I expect Liverpool to have sort of figured things out now and to kind of show a little bit of their old form.
Yeah.
I still think Brighton's been playing well. Who knows how long it sort of sticks around with Graham Potter being gone, but I easily see them getting a goal out of this game the way they've been playing, the way they've been moving the ball. So I had to give them some on board there. And then the last 7 a.m. slate game is Everton on the road
Hey
at
God, sorry.
Southampton.
You're frozen. You're frozen. With your thumb and your index finger like on your chin, like kind of stroking your beard and looking up in the distance, like deep in thought. It's hilarious.
New profile pic.
What?
New profile pic.
New profile pic for sure. So good.
I can't
I'm
wait to
drinking
watch
for
this
that
video.
one. I'm drinking for that one.
It's gonna be great. I want to watch
Okay,
this on
sorry.
YouTube
So
someday.
Southampton, Everton. Who'd you go with?
I got Everton. This is the third team. I went 2-1 with the road winner, Everton on the road at
Oh,
Southampton.
okay, I'm different on this one. I actually picked Southampton to win 1-0.
Okay.
Yeah, I
I,
too many too many road
yeah,
teams.
I'm looking at this now. I'm like, this is idiotic, but that's what I put down a week ago. That's what I'm going with.
Hmm.
So I've got one out of the first six home games I have the winner winning. Um, and the last game on Saturday at 9:30, we have West Ham hosting Wolves in West Ham. What did you go with here?
I went West Ham 2-0 over Wolves. I am really stoked Diego Costa's on Wolves, but
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a get right game for West Ham. They got the prime time Saturday night game. They're at
Yeah,
home. They've been struggling, but they've had some time off. I feel like this is where they turn it around. Wolves hasn't been playing great either, so it's not like they're that formidable of a team at the moment. So West Ham 2-0 for me.
all right. I went West Ham 2-1, also with the home victory, kind of snapping things back to normal. Um, they've had some good build-up play. And one of these games, they're going to start finishing. I mean, you bring in someone like Costa, some of the players can't stay missing.
Hmm.
They start playing whoever, they start playing the right combination of guys. I think some goals will start coming. But I think, just like you, I think this is West Ham's game to take over, to be at home with the crowd behind them, to dust off the cobwebs to start the season that's been kind of lingering around. So I see them just coming out full bore. Like I said earlier with the other game, I feel like a lot of the teams will seem a little bit more rested. So I think it'll be a higher energy. Yeah, I think West Ham will take it 2-1.
Nice. And
All
then
right, so
why do,
moving on to
I don't know
Sunday.
why they do this. They only have two games on Sunday. It's like, why not split it? Or like it
Yeah,
doesn't make sense to me why they do it that way. But yeah, only two Sunday games.
yeah, really.
Yeah,
We're fortunate that at least one of them is a headliner, but yeah, I mean,
like
make
do
it
do
fun throughout
British
the whole
people do
weekend.
British people care about American football? Are they trying to like avoid competing with American football because they're not even at the same time a day? I don't know. That doesn't make
Well,
sense.
this weekend there's a game in London that's going to be at
Oh yeah.
Six. It's gonna be at 6:30 a.m. our time.
What stadium
So
are
you
they
know what?
playing at?
I think it's going to be at Tottenham. I think so. That's why
Oh, okay,
Tottenham may be
because
on
they're
the
on the
road.
road at Arsenal. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's 6:30 a.m. Pacific. That game kicks off. So don't forget to set your fantasy lineup. Uh, yeah. So that'll be right during the Man City Man U game. We'll have the NFL game going,
I'll definitely be
and I'll
watching
be
the Man City Man U
yeah.
game instead of Kirk Cousins and the fucking
Over
Vikings.
Saints Vikings.
Yeah, no, thank you. No, thank you. Oh man, I have Man City 3-1 over United.
Same thing.
You pick the same thing?
Take the same thing.
I feel
Three
like that's
one
kind
at
of a
home.
chalk pick right there.
Yeah.
Like they're
Yeah,
the better
not as
team.
shocked as it gets.
They're at home. I feel like
Yeah.
Man United sneaks one in. They'll have chances, I'm sure, but I think it's going to
Yeah.
be one-way traffic for most of the day.
Yeah. I see this being a 2-0 game, getting halfway through the second half. Man U gets, Man City starts to go to sleep. Man U sneaked in a deflection off a corner kick, makes it 2-1. Oh my God, everyone's freaking out. And then 5 minutes later, Man City scores, goes up 3-1, and the game's over.
Yeah.
So that's my prediction right there.
Nice.
All right, so the second game of the Sunday, unfortunately, only 2 games. We have Leeds hosting Aston Villa. I went with the home team, which is a shock compared to my previous picks. Leeds winning 2-1 against Aston Villa.
It's almost like we talk about soccer all the time, and we're kind of on the same page because that's exactly what I have.
Damn. Love
And
it.
then, okay, Monday, Leicester at home against Nottingham Forest. Um, I don't know what you did, but this is I doubled up points on this one.
Mm. I went with the West Ham Wolves game as my doubler.
Okay. This one I feel
Yeah.
confident in, and I'm picking Leicester to win 2-0.
All right. So same thing as what went down with the Liverpool score. I have the same goal difference, but I have Nottingham getting on the board, so I have Leicester at 3-1 to win that game. I think just like we talked about West Ham's for this get right game, they're at home against, a lower level opponent compared to who they've been playing to start the season. So I think they'll just be chopping at the bit to turn things around, and people will be well rested, like I was saying, and ready to go. So
Yeah.
I think we both see that coming through, whether it's 2-0 or 3-1, a pretty dominated Leicester win.
Yeah, for sure. Um, all right, cool. Do you want to get into trivia next?
Yeah, I do have a few rumors to hit you with that we can jump into trivia. So
Okay.
you already mentioned one. It's not a rumor, but I have a news update. So Diego Costa officially signed with Wolves. We'll see if that leads to anything important, anything dramatic. But I think it's a solid pickup. They need help, and I think it's a good opportunity for him to get back in the Premier League.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome to be able to watch him again.
If he has any juice left, he's going to help that team. No doubt
Yeah,
about it.
for sure. All right, so some of the rumors floating around. So first off, a little bit of American rumors. There is supposedly interest from Juventus in snagging Pulisic off Chelsea.
No way, dude. I was thinking this the other day. I literally have it written down in my phone notes to propose to you like, hey, what if
What
Pulisic
team
went
does this?
to Juve and teamed up with McKinney? Like, that would be amazing. I have
How
that
sick would that be?
in one of my
Yeah.
notes. Oh my god, I was gonna bring up to you. That's so good. I hope this happens. I'm so excited.
Yeah, so I mean, this is coming out of one of those sort of juicy rumor soccer newspaper websites. But yeah, supposedly there's evidence that they actually reached out, talked to Pulisic's agent, talked to Chelsea.
He
The
would fit on
Pulisic
that team
said,
so
or
well.
yeah, I know it would be great. Um, they're saying the owner, so they're saying the Chelsea owner has set his price tag at 35 million euros. which
Sign the
is a
check.
steep
Sign the
discount.
check, Juve. Let's go.
Exactly, steep discount. They signed him for 64 million from Borussia 3 years ago. So about half the price. So it seemed like a steal to me. I would do it if I was
That's
Juventus.
a
So
fucking
yeah, I was
steal. Yeah.
interested to hear see what you thought, but I already know now from your response what you think about that.
Yeah.
So that's pretty awesome.
Way to go, Tuchel. You just ruined his stock value because you didn't play him. Idiot.
Way
Yeah.
to go.
Free him. Send him.
Um,
Let him play.
and then another bit of news. So we talked a lot about it back during the end of the transfer window, but the big, one of the biggest moves that's expected to happen either in January or more likely in summer next year is the move for Jude Bellingham coming off of Borussia Dortmund. So originally, the front seemed to be Liverpool coming with an offer around 100 million that they were proposing. The new number that's being thrown around on the table is 150 million euros. And both Chelsea and Real Madrid are interested in spending in that neighborhood.
Oh my
What do you
god.
think about a player being worth that much money?
I mean, it's always just going to get more and more, but is he really worth that much? I mean, he's not.
No,
He's obviously
there's
good,
not
but
a chance.
man, I need to see more from him to pay a price like that. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah, not a chance that I
Yeah, that
see.
seems that maybe that was like leaked by the agent or some sort of ploy
Yeah,
with
you could
that
be right.
number.
You could be right. I like that.
I feel like that's too high for him.
All right, and the last bit of rumors that are floating around is Luis Suarez is currently on Nacional. Uh, Sorry, reading through it real quick here. Yeah, so they're saying that Luis Suarez will be leaving the club when his contract expires in November. Where do you think Luis Suarez should go? Should he go back to the Premier League if he was on offer from a backup striker for on a lower team? Do you think he should go back to Spain? Where would you want to see him go?
Well, I know he's still playing. He's on the Uruguay national team. He played.
Yeah,
How old is he? I don't
he's
know.
35.
He's 35. Yeah, I think he can
Yeah,
still. I think he's probably got a year or two of good play left. I mean, he was never the fastest guy, anyways.
yeah,
So I think he'll be okay. I mean,
yeah.
I watch the Premier League more than any other league, so I probably want to see him in it. Even though he's one of my least favorite players out there, uh, he's still really good. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I probably would want to see him go there. What team he would go for? Like, I feel like a team like Leeds could really use him. Uh,
Mhm.
yeah,
For kids, seems healthy. Yeah.
yeah, they're having trouble filling that striker position. Keep getting injured, so take a chance. Why not?
Yeah. I personally feel like he might be past his window to come back to the Premier League, but I think he should for sure at least come back to Europe. I think he should come back to Spain or Italy. I think even if he doesn't have the juice to play in the Premier League, he can still do well
Yeah.
in one of those other leagues. So I think he should make the move. All right. Well, that's for the rumor mill. So I'm going to jump into trivia. And yeah, you want to go first? You want me to
Yeah,
hit
I'll
you
go
with trivia?
first. I'll go first because the reason I brought it up earlier is mine tied into uh, the Manchester Derby, which we were talking about.
Okay.
So, the Manchester Derby, history lesson, kids, started in 1881. 1881 was the first Manchester Derby, which is
I've heard it
crazy.
41 years.
So crazy.
I've heard it 41 years.
Okay. There have been 187 matches against Manchester United and Manchester City in all competition. 187 since 1881.
Yeah.
Which team has the most wins?
Um, Most wins, I would say United.
That is correct. Start you off with an easy one. United has won 77, City has won 57, and they've drawn 53 times. All right, now it's going to get a little harder.
Closer than you may think.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Most appearances in the Manchester Derby. Now, you know this player. It's not someone from the fucking 1800s or 20s. This is a
It's the Premier League era, so like after '92 or something.
correct, exactly. Yeah. Most appearances. Which player?
Brian Giggs.
Damn, you nailed it. Nice. It didn't even take you long. All right, I got a drink for that one.
Got it.
Oh, wow, that was impressive. Okay.
Yeah, I watch way too much fucking
most
soccer
goals.
videos.
Who's the top scorer?
Oh man.
Same thing, Premier League era.
The most goals. Is it Rooney?
Dude, you're on fire. Damn. Okay, I'll drink that too.
Got it.
Yeah. Rooney has 10 or 11 goals, I believe.
Yeah.
Let me pull it up. I think I have it right here. Yeah, 11 goals. Okay, so here you go. In the top 10, behind Wayne Rooney, we have a bunch of English dudes, a lot of older English dudes. Recognizable ones. Bobby Charlton's got 9. Paul Scholes is on there with 7.
Hell yeah.
There are two
Scholes.
There are 2 international players, non-Englishmen, in the top 10 in goals in this derby. Can you name either of the 2?
Damn. 2 non-English.
I will give you one hint.
Yeah.
One played pre-2000 and one played post-2010.
Shit. I have a couple that I would think for that '90s region.
Okay.
I would think either Keane or Cantona.
Cantona, nice, you got it.
Yeah.
All right. Who's the newer one? Cantona has 8 goals. Yeah, 8.
So they didn't start on Man U until after 2010, or they didn't start in the Derby until after 2010.
They could have started actually in like 07, 08.
Oh, wait, this is Man U. Is it just anybody in the Derby or Man U?
Anybody, yeah, anybody in the Derby.
Either way.
Yes. Coincidentally, the last 3 answers have been United players.
I want to say somebody on City, but
it is somebody on City.
That's Aguero.
Dude, that's insane. You're killing it. All right, I'm drinking again. Good job. That was impressive. I thought for sure I'd get you on some of those. Wow.
You got me at half. I said Keane and Cantona.
Okay, well, I do have you on one thing. One of my players I wrote down for my battleship name is Pulisic, and you said it a couple times. And we didn't even drink for talking about Americans, so I'll drink with you.
Double drink.
2 rules there. Damn, well played on the... Okay, sorry, I have one more question for it.
Okay.
The last one. This is a cool one. Which player... Okay. This is only post, 2000.
Okay.
There has been one player that has played for both teams since 2000.
Tevez.
You're insane! Damn, bro, that was so fast. How did you get that?
I had a feeling when it was about the Derby, I was like, somehow Tevez will come up.
Oh my god, dude, You're killing it. I might run out of beer.
I watch way too much soccer.
Holy shit. All right, well, that's all I got. What are your triggers?
All right, so my trivia is about just Premier League teams, so not players, but teams.
Okay.
It has to do with where teams have finished in the table historically, right? So now we have a 30-year history or 29-year history of Premier League tables, season ending tables, right? So I have a whole array of questions I kind of want to ask you here as we step through it. So the first question is there are four different teams that have won the Premier League multiple times. I'm wondering if you can name those four teams. And obviously, more likely than not, it's going to be the higher tier team. So I'm going to tell you, you have to try to name the four with only five guesses.
So I need to name four teams that have won the Premier League multiple times.
There's only four that have done it four times, or more than once.
Okay.
And
Manchester
you get
United,
five
Manchester
guesses.
City.
Okay, so there's one. City, you said? Yeah.
Yeah. City.
Yeah.
United. Not Tottenham, Blake. Not Tottenham. Uh, Arsenal.
There's three.
Who's the fourth? I should know this. Um, Chelsea.
Chelsea. You got it. Yeah.
Dude, I was just blanking Chelsea. I wasn't
I
even
know.
thinking about them. It was so weird.
I asked myself the same question. I was like, damn, this is hard to
And
remember.
then, yeah, I was just running through the listed teams, and I got to Chelsea. I was like, oh, duh. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Okay, so of those four teams, so I mean, you probably know Man U's by far won the most, right? They've won the Premier League 13 times in the 29 years it's been played. But those other three teams you mentioned, so Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea, can you name the order of those three teams in terms of the most titles won? So which of those three has won the most, the second most, and the third most?
Whew. Is it Chelsea, City, Arsenal?
No.
Okay. I don't know. What is it?
It's Man City with 6 titles.
They have
Chelsea with
6?
5.
6?
They have 6.
Fuck.
6 all in the last 10 years.
I
So 20.
did not think that it would be that high. I would have guessed 4.
I thought it was like 3 or 4. They won 2011, 12, and finished second. Finished first in 13, 14. Finished second in 14, 15. Fourth in 15, 16. Third in 16, 17. First in 17, 18. First in 18, 19. So there's 4. Second in 19, 20. And first in 2021 and first in 21, 22.
Damn, that's
so
crazy.
they've won 6 in the last 10 seasons.
That's crazy.
It's wild. Yeah. Okay, so take a sip for that one. All right, so my next question is there are 3 other teams that have won the Premier League. So you've named
Leicester,
4 of the 7. Okay.
Liverpool.
Yep. 1 left. I'll give you 3 guesses on this one.
You're confident I'm not going to get this one. No. Damn, this is tough. All right,
I'll give you some hints. So after your first guess, I'll give you 1 hint. After your second, I'll give you another.
Okay, I'll throw a guess out there then. Newcastle.
No. First hint. This team won the Premier League in the 90s.
Yeah, I knew it was older.
Okay.
Um, that's why I went with Newcastle. Let's see. Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Are they in the Premier League now?
Okay, that was going to be my second hint.
Yeah.
I'll just give it to you now.
I had
No,
a
they are
feeling.
not. They
God,
have
I should
not
know
been.
this. This is a great like at the bar
Yeah.
trivia question. Um,
Yeah.
perfect for us. Middlesbrough.
No. I like that type of guess though.
Um,
I will say that along the lines of this team.
no, it wasn't Blackburn, was it? Oh, who else was good? Man, see, that was like at that time period was pre my watching the Premier
Yeah.
League, so it's
Pay
hard for
attention.
me
Yeah.
to kind of draw back on like the highlights I've seen. Um,
I actually did know this one, and I only knew it because of all these like Premier League videos I've watched over the years. Like I never knew about it live or anything, but later on, after the fact, I learned about it.
yeah. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna go with. Ugh, no, not Birmingham.
No, we were so close. It was Blackburn.
It was Blackburn. Ah, fuck. I was like, I remember Blackburn
No, it's
being
not
pretty good.
Blackburn.
They were pretty good.
Yeah,
The
they were good
Rovers.
because they had Shearer on the team. Remember? Uh,
Yeah, they were pretty good. I didn't
he's
think they
always,
won the league though. That's crazy.
yeah, yeah, they won the league in 94, 95.
Yeah, that was. See, I was too young. It was hard to watch. That we didn't really have that available to watch, even if we wanted to. Like YouTube didn't exist, you know.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
So
Right. So my next question, I got a couple more for you here. Um, so there's three teams that have not won the Premier League, but have finished second before.
okay. Um,
I'll give you first
Tottenham.
off. Can you name the three? Okay, and I'll give you if you miss, I'll give you some hints. So yes, Tottenham was one.
Tottenham.
They were second in what year was that? 2016-17.
The other team that comes to mind is Everton.
No,
No, they've
not
never done it.
Everton. Their highest finish is fourth. All right, I'll give you another hint before your. I'll give you two more guesses here. The hint is both of these other two teams are in the Premier League right now.
West Ham.
No,
Really?
West Ham's highest finish is fifth. You were. I'll say
Newcastle.
you were on to one on one of the earlier questions. One of these
Yeah,
teams you
Newcastle.
said out loud.
Newcastle.
Newcastle. Yep.
Yeah,
There's one more team.
I knew it
They
was close
finished
enough.
second in the very first year of the Premier League.
Ooh. So it could be Aston Villa.
It is Aston Villa. You got it.
Let's go. All right. Finish strong on that one. All right, I'll drink because I didn't get that.
All right. And then, so my very last question to you is: there's 20 teams in the Premier League this season, right? So this is still on the same line, same type of question about the best finished teams that are in the Premier League. There is one team in the Premier League this year whose best finish, so i.e. they've been in the Premier League before, right? And their best finish is in the bottom half. The other one, two, three,
Wait, there's two of these teams you
four.
said?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
Wait, what are you counting?
17, 18, 19. I was making sure all 20 were here. Right. So there's 20 teams in the Premier League this season, right? Every season.
Yeah. Two teams have never been in the top 10.
One team. There's one team in the Premier League this season that has never had finished at a 10th or greater. Can you name that one team? Sorry. Yeah. One team. This is one team. One team. Give you 2 guesses.
Is it Nottingham Forest?
No, their best finish ever was actually in
I knew they used
third.
to be. Yeah, I knew they used to be pretty good.
Yeah. 94, 95, they were in third.
I was also
And then
thinking
they were out
of
of
Leeds, but
they
I
were
think
out
they
of
were
the-
pretty good back in the day too.
Yeah, Leeds also finished third
Yeah.
in 99, 2000. Nottingham Forest had been out of the Premier League since 99.
Yeah, it's been a long
They
time.
came-
What about what about oh my God, Bournemouth?
No, Bournemouth finished ninth in
Oof.
2016,
Yeah, they
17.
were pretty solid, but I didn't think they were top 10. That's
Yeah.
shoot, I'm way off. I don't know. I give up.
It's tough. Brentford.
Yeah,
Brentford had never been in the Premier League until last year.
there you go.
And they finished
Yeah, I forgot
third.
about
They
that.
finished 13th last year. They had a strong season, but finished 13th. So they're the only one. All right, I could probably come up with 20 more questions, but I think that's good.
That was good. No,
Great
that
job.
was good.
Yeah.
Well, let me bounce into the guess who for you because it's kind of like trivia.
All right.
So you'll have to check it out. You can't see how it looks. The questions are on the board, or they will be one after another. And as they roll out, like so there's 5 questions for you to guess this player. There's already a hint. It's a player, not a coach.
Okay.
And if you guess it on the first question, then I have to drink 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, etc. Okay?
Okay.
Question 1. Or fact 1. They're not questions. Fact 1. He played his most games for Barcelona. Okay. Next question.
Damn.
Or next fact.
Do I get a guess after each one, or what do I do?
If you want to guess, I figure you're just not going to get it, but if you want to
Oh,
guess
do
after...
I get one guess?
Yeah, do one guess after every question. That's good.
Oh, I just wasn't sure. Okay, so one guess. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm going
we'll
to
go back to
say
question
most
one.
games for most games for Barcelona.
He played his most games for
Let's
Barcelona.
go with David.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
All right, next fact. He's won the Ballon d'Or, Champions League, and World Cup one time. One time each. One time
Only
Ballon
one
d'Or
time.
winner, one time Champions League winner, one time World Cup champion.
Damn, only once. Iniesta.
That is incorrect, but good guess. Next one. He is in, I think you might get it after this one. He is in the AC Milan Hall of Fame.
Ronaldinho.
You got it. All right. Yeah.
He played his most games for Barcelona.
He played
I
his
didn't
most
realize that.
games for Barcelona. That's right. Pretty. Yeah.
Okay.
And the next two
Wasn't on
were
my radar for that one.
the next two were obvious ones that you would have gotten after this, but it was he's born in Porto
plays for
Alegre,
Brazil.
Brazil, and the last one was he was imprisoned in 2020 in Paraguay for using a fake passport.
proceeded to dominate the prison soccer game.
Yeah. You know what? Wikipedia actually has stats from that game on there and said he won
Dude,
11-2 in that prison game.
that's just dominated. Oh, I love it, dude. I really like that. I like this. It takes a little bit of work, I'm sure, to find the facts, but I really like this. It's like a short trivia
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. It's cool. And I think you'll like how it looks too.
All
So
right, cool.
you got it. Nicely done.
Yeah, so I'll drink for each question it took me to get there. So it took me three facts. So I'll drink
So,
three times.
so and I'll drink too. Might need more beer, actually. All right.
Yes.
Anything left you want to talk about?
Um. Yeah, I wanted to take a look at the betting lines for the weekend.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't have them in
Yeah,
front of me,
yeah.
so
You haven't said any of my battleship names as normal. Uh,
I'm going to
all
tell
right.
you one of
Yeah.
mine. I put Ronaldo as one of mine, thinking that you would guess the Manchester
Ronaldo for
Derby
Barcelona.
as one of the goal scorers.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Damn, I was prepared for that one, I guess.
You fucking
I
nailed
knew, I
that one.
knew,
That was insane.
I knew more about that than I thought.
Yeah.
All right, so looking at the lines here, so this is a bit of a shock. I'm surprised to see this. So Tottenham is and from our breakdown of what a true underdog means, so a greater than 100-point underdog. They are at plus 230 to win on the road at Arsenal. Arsenal at plus 110. So a 120-point difference between Tottenham and Arsenal. I would put money down on that.
Yeah, I think those are
Let's
good
talk about
odds for Tottenham. I feel like that game should be a pick 'em, really.
Yeah, so to see that type of odd, you're gonna get 2.3 times. Like, put me down some money on that.
That's
You could
interesting.
easily see
I
that
wonder why
happening.
they chose that number, or I wonder if it moved to that number and everyone was just betting on
Yeah,
Arsenal. That's
yeah,
interesting.
interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Give me
And
Tottenham in that one.
the over unders at 2.5. Well,
Yeah,
the over unders at 2.75.
yeah. It's like a 2-1
Um,
game. Yeah, I picked a 2-2 tie. That's kind of.
yeah.
I think we're both kind of on the money on that game.
All right, and moving down. So Bournemouth is a true underdog at home against Brentford. They're at plus 230 as well. Brentford at plus 120. So 110-point difference there.
I actually like Brentford in that game. I wouldn't
Me
choose
too.
that one.
Me too. Yeah, I picked Brentford to win on the road. Then moving on, so Crystal Palace is a pretty heavy underdog. They're at plus 340 to win at home against Chelsea at minus 120
What's the
on the
draw? What's
road.
the draw at?
The draw at 250.
Plus 250. I like
Yeah,
those
plus
odds a little
250.
better.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, you could. Yeah, over Chelsea win. Put some money on that. And then we got Fulham at home hosting Newcastle. This one's pretty even. Fulham at plus 200, Newcastle at plus 140. So no true underdog there. Draw at plus 225. Liverpool at home minus 275, taking on Brighton at plus 675. So to be expected. The drop plus 400. Pretty normal to see with that type of disparity in odds. Southampton at home plus 120 against Everton at plus 240. Everton on the road as a true underdog.
Yeah, I feel
Points.
like that's just begging to be bet right there.
Right.
Yeah.
Um, the betting line agrees with us on West Ham and Wolves. They have West Ham at a true favorite minus 105. Wolves at plus 300. So the money's going where we were thinking as well. And then Man City, heavy favorite at home against Man U,
How
minus
heavy? I want to know
280.
what that number is.
Minus 280 for Man City, Man U at plus 650.
Wow.
Yeah,
What's the draw
so
at?
plus 440.
Wow. So they
Yeah,
think this is a Man City
this,
blowout, basically.
this is a done deal. The over unders at
Damn.
three is at 3.25. So they think this is like a 4-1 win or something.
You know what? I did
Um,
the. It would be really hard to find, I'm sure, but I looked at all the stats for the Derby, and it'd be interesting to see where the betting lines have like a line graph of the betting lines and which
How
team
they
was
moved.
favored.
Yeah.
Um,
How the teams do.
yeah, and
Yeah.
how the teams do exactly. That would be really interesting.
Yeah, we could really. I mean, there's so much more we could be doing on the betting side. Like, we could really get into like the nitty gritty breakdown and the different sorts of stats and futures and all this stuff to look at. There's so much stuff to sort through that can help you make educated decisions.
Yeah.
All right, then the last two games we've got Leeds at home at plus 140, taking on Aston Villa at plus 195. So pretty even there. And then we've got the last game of the weekend on Monday. We've got Leicester City at home at minus 130 against Nottingham plus 330. So once again, the money agreeing with what we said earlier, what we thought was going to happen as well there.
Yeah, it's amazing
Try
that we're like
280.
we're right on the money. Like we're with Vegas on these numbers,
Yeah.
and
Without
yet
looking at it,
we're
I mean,
like
this is the first we've
and
looked
yet
at
we're
hitting
like
this.
fourth and fifth in our pick'ems. It's fucking
Dead last.
bullshit.
I'm terrible. Yeah.
Fucking bullshit, dude. We just haven't hit the exacts. It's so dumb.
Yeah. That's hot, man. I don't know how everyone does it. I got to figure out their secret.
Well, they get 4 times.
Yeah,
their
there's
points.
there's a couple that stuck out to me. So yeah, I would be happy to put money on Tottenham to win on the road. I actually picked that in my pick'em. We got what was the other one that stuck out? You like the draw at Chelsea Crystal? What was it? Everton on the road at Southampton. I would put money on that. I could
Yeah,
see
I
that.
like that one.
That one.
Yeah, I
Plus
think
240.
I think to make the Tottenham one worth it, I would do like a
Dude, if you do an
like a
underdog
same game
parlay.
parlay and do like a Richarlison score or like a Kane goal would be less odds, but like a Kane goal and a win, get those odds even up a little higher because you know if they win, Kane's going to be scoring.
Yeah. Well, I just put in, so if you do an underdog parlay, Tottenham to win, Everton to win, that's plus 1,000 odds. So just those two, if you just want to do a strict underdog, $20 parlay or
I
something.
like that as a long shot parlay.
Yeah, just a small money.
Throw just a little bit of money on there.
Yeah, underdog parlay. Yeah, plus 1,000 odds. I think that's
I
a
like
steal
that one.
for
Yeah,
that.
I'd be down to throw a little bit on that.
I'm taking a look at that. So you're thinking the same game, Tottenham to win, and
like a Kane goal. Or even like a
got the
Son
game
goal.
props. Where are the player props? Player props. A Kane goal. Yeah, look at us.
I bet you it's not that much. I bet you it's like plus 500
Okay.
or something.
So Kane, well, it looks like Bovada doesn't let you use same game parlays.
It does, but it doesn't always have the. It's the prop bets. It's the prop bets. They do it as a prop bet, but sometimes they don't
So
have.
Kane,
Huh?
Kane to scores at plus 160 just any time. What else we got? Player to score first goal, Kane's at plus 500. We got to assist a goal. You got Son at plus 350, Kane at plus 500.
Win or lose, you know they're scoring. There's no way they get a
Yeah,
goose egg.
we both saw this game as a 4+ goaler.
Yeah. What's the over under? I think that's a good one.
I do, yeah.
I think you said 2.5 or 2.7 or something.
Yeah, so they do the split thing where it lists two. Remember, it lists like 2.5 and also 3.
So it's 2.5
what that means
to 3.
is take half your money and put it on 2.5, and half of it and put it on 3.
Dude, hit me with the over. Hit me with the over.
Yeah, think of it as 2.75. So
I'm
we
all
take
over
the over there.
I feel more confident about the over than any of the other bets we've just mentioned.
Yeah, they call it a quarter ball when you split
What
it
does
when you
that
split
mean?
the line.
Is that a
I don't
cocaine
know.
term?
Is that half an eight ball? Uh, the
They call that the
um,
Maradona.
yes.
The Maradona Tuesday night.
Before practice. Uh, yeah, they won't let them do the same game parlays, which is really annoying. But so say we got rid of the Tottenham win, but we did a Tottenham over under and go back to the Premier League and say we do the Everton win or something, right? It was about the same odds as a Tottenham win. So yeah, something like that. If you got the over under on the Tottenham plus the Everton or Tottenham win, that's about plus 536.
That's pretty good.
So about 5-1 payout.
Well, what was the one? You didn't do the same as me, but I was most confident in Leicester. What's their? I know they're favored, but by how much? What's their number?
They're at minus 130 with
Minus
non
130.
Nottingham at plus 330.
And then you're most confident with West Ham, and I agree with that. I think that's definitely a win right there. What's their number?
That's basically even money, minus 105.
So I
West Ham to
think
win.
I would like a West Ham to win, Leicester to win parlay. I feel like we could
Okay.
get
So,
probably around even odds on that, and I think that's a pretty locked and loaded win.
yeah, not even odds. I mean, it's plus 250,
Plus 250.
2.5 to 1.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
sign me up.
Yeah, I like that actually. Yeah. So okay, look, I know we're not actually betting because we can't really bet right now, but I'm gonna write these down. I just want to see
How we
every
do?
week, even if we're not putting down real money, let's put
Yeah.
down bets that we like for an amount that we would put down,
Yeah.
and see how it plays out. And we'll see how we're doing. If we're winning or losing, we need to refine our strategy. So we got
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Leicester to win, Leicester to win, West Ham to win, parlay. That gets us to plus. It's like plus 248 or something. What is that? Plus 245. But something like that, we would probably throw 25 each, 20 each. If we were actually doing it, what would you think you would put on that?
Dude, I'd throw 50 on that. I feel pretty confident about that one.
You want to throw 100, like 100 total down?
Yeah.
$100 on that guy, and then we had the Tottenham to win, Everton to win for like a $100 parlay.
That would be less money for me. That would be like
Yeah.
20 bucks.
Yeah, $20 each. So let me get the odds on that because that one was like 1,001, right? What was
Yeah,
that?
I would be.
So,
20 is like high. I feel like that. I'm not confident with that one.
all right, we'll good for 20 total, like 10 each.
Okay, yeah, do that. Okay.
Yeah, it'd be a plus 1,022. We would throw $20 total. Yeah, I can't get the full odds on doing the same game parlay. Was there any other ones then? Guess we'll. Here, you like the over on the Tottenham Arsenal?
I like the over. Yep. I think those are plus odds, right?
The over is usually set at just under negative. It's at minus 115.
It's minus 115.
For the over. Yeah.
I'd still hit it though. I think even like
I might like to do maybe some weeks explore is doing over under parlays. So it's like choose 2 games to go over or 2 games to go under, that type of thing.
yeah. All right, hit me with the over on that. We'll go 25 on that one.
Just straight over.
Straight over.
Over. Okay.
And then I don't know the other over under, so I can't really pick another one. But for this week, I think that's good.
Over 2.75. and will be another $20 on that, or you would throw more?
Which one?
The Tottenham Arsenal over. What would you throw on that?
Like
Straight up
25.
at
25. 25.
minus 150.
Yeah.
Okay, $25. All right. Well, yeah, we'll check in next week, see how we did on those. If we made or lost our imaginary money. So when we go and do some real betting, we'll be ready and eager to spend.
I do think we're going to win some real money with Tottenham Frankfurt. Very confident with that one.
Dude, we didn't get that bet in, man.
Dude. God, okay, well, we're going to win a ton of fake money on that one.
Yeah. They were doing
you got money in on the Portugal Future World Cup one.
We got Portugal Future. We got Man City Future to win Champions League.
Man City win the Champions League. Okay, cool. I think that one that would still be my number one pick. Obviously, Portugal is not my number one pick to win the World Cup.
Yeah.
But at plus 1,600, we're getting amazing odds on a team that I think can win it. But I was thinking about this after the Nations Cup. I was like, okay, I think there's a clear top two, in my opinion, of at least right now and how they're playing is Brazil and France. I don't know who would be that third team for me that I'm most confident that they can win the World Cup.
Yeah, honestly, for you, I would say the same thing.
It might be England. It might be England.
That's what I'm saying. Most I would say media or analysts would say England is probably that third team, but just not left feeling that confident from what I saw.
I feel like there's a big drop from like Brazil and France, and then there's like everybody else, and that everybody else that can win it is
the whole like England, Germany, Spain, Portugal, Argentina. Like they're all kind of
they're all like, hey, they could do it, but they're not. Yeah,
they all kind of feel the same there.
I think it'll be interesting to see, like, obviously how things play out, but there's always that one country that you're like, how the fuck did they get into the quarterfinal? How the fuck did they get into the semifinal? And like that'll be awesome. I'm excited to see who that team is going to be.
March Madness syndrome.
Yeah, I feel like that team could easily be Senegal, and I really want that to happen. African Cup champs.
We'll definitely we'll do some more World Cup focus episodes as we get closer in October, November. We need to do some maybe our picks from the pools and everything like that, like we did Champions League. So I can definitely dive into some of our surprise picks. Yeah. That would be fun. Oh, before we go, I forgot. We gotta pick a underdog prop bet.
Okay.
Head to head. So we gotta each pick an underdog. Obviously last week we did it with the Nations League, but we're jumping back to Premier League here. So we got the options. I'll let you go first. The options on the table are Tottenham at Arsenal as an underdog, greater than 100 points. Bournemouth at home against Brentford, greater than 100 points. Crystal Palace at home against Chelsea, greater than 100 points. Brighton on the road at Liverpool, greater than 100 points. Everton on the road at Southampton, greater than 100 points. Wolves at West Ham, greater than 100 points. Man U at Man City, greater than 100 points. And Nottingham at Leicester, greater than 100 points. So what was that? I think 6 or 7 out of the 10 games.
Yeah, I think there's two clear choices. It's either
the ones that we have.
It's either Tottenham or Everton.
Yeah.
I am going to go with Everton.
I'm going to go with Tottenham. Okay. I picked them in my pick 'em.
Yeah, sticking with it.
I'll ride them to victory or defeat. So we got.
I picked a draw, and like I'm disappointed in myself. Like I like it doesn't sit right with me. I feel like I need to pick a winner.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna go Arsenal 2-1. Arsenal 2-1 over Tottenham. So we'll have it makes you can't pick a draw. I can't do it. I can't do it. It just feels wrong.
Everton on the road.
Yeah, you got to
Well,
pick.
remember that epic Chelsea Tottenham game though. That finished 2-2. That
Yeah, watch. It's for
was
sure gonna finish
crazy.
2-2 now, and I'm gonna miss my exact, and I'm gonna be pissed about it. But
Hey, you're never gonna change it again.
it's a game of principle. All right, I'm picking
Yeah.
Arsenal to win 2-1, and I clearly feel really confident about it.
You gotta let him have his principles, man. You gotta stand for something.
You got to stand for something. You got to stand for something. All
Yes,
right,
sir.
cool.
All right, well, another exciting week ahead of us.
Oh, like I said, I went to the Padre game last night and Blake came with us,
Yeah,
and Blake's in. We got Blake for a podcast for sure. So we got to do
hell yeah.
one, maybe like a World Cup, get a little Tottenham action in there. Hey, maybe after this week he's going to be pumped up and want to come on and talk about
Yeah,
Tottenham beating Arsenal.
give him the 10-minute soapbox to talk about it.
Yeah,
That'd be
exactly. So yeah, we gotta have him on.
great. That sounds awesome. The first full guest.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Awesome.
All right,
All
cool.
right.
Well, next week
Cheers.
I'll talk to you
Yep.
later. Good
All
weekend.
right. Have a great night.